is in great hands, and continue to do what you do. Continue to elevate your game and the women's game and the WNBA. Congratulations, super proud of you.
But if you had to vote for Rookie of the Year in the WNBA right now, Caitlin Clark, what she is doing is making it hard to not vote for her.
Yeah.
Clark breaks records, Hull breaks out, and the Fever break their losing ways. But with Minnesota up next, can this newfound chemistry keep the wins coming? Or will the Lynx cool off Indiana's hot streak? Caitlin Clark's journey to WNBA glory hasn't been an easy one. When she first stepped onto the floor, she was unprepared for the physically demanding nature of the league. Clark had to quickly get used to the intense competition in the WNBA. Still, she made an adjustment. Ever the competitor, Clark took inspiration from those early defeats. As the season progressed, we noticed a shift. Clark wasn't just playing, she was so powerful. Let's talk about these stats because they are so amazing. Before her record-breaking performance, Clark had an incredible 6-game stretch of 23.7 points and 11.7 assists. That's not just good, that's excellent for a rookie. Still, data isn't everything. Clark's impact on the court extends beyond his numbers. She is known for her ability to locate teammates in difficult situations and for having exceptional court vision. Do you recall the game against the Chicago Sky? Clark disheveled a spectacular full-court pass to Kelsey Mitchell. She appeared to be observing things from her head's back. Not only do these plays provide for entertaining viewing, but they have the power to alter the outcome of a game and motivate the entire team. It's also important to keep in mind how well she scored. Clark is not only helping other players make baskets, but she is also scoring goals for herself. Her ability to shoot threes is deadly, forcing defenders to play her cautiously and giving her teammates opportunities. All of this culminated in the historic game against the Seattle Storm. Clark was putting in a lot of work. She dribbled past opponents like clockwork, located teammates who were open, and made buckets. By the end of the game, Clark had scored 23 points on 9 of 19 shots, but scoring was just one part of it. She added 5 rebounds and 9 assists to go along with her 9 points, showcasing her dynamic game. Because of his complete game, Clark is being mentioned as a possible Rookie of the Year contender.
But if you had to vote for Rookie of the Year in the WNBA right now, Caitlin Clark, what she is doing is making it hard to not vote for her.
Yeah.
The historical assistance per se, it had a nice aesthetic quality. After Clark fed the ball precisely, Lexie Hull finished it and it went straight into her net. The record stood at 225 assists when Tisha Penicheiro's 1998 rookie record of 224 assists was eclipsed.
Hey Caitlin, Tisha here. Congratulations. A record that stood since 1998, and you come here and you break it. Super proud of you.
Ever. It breaks the record by Tisha Penicheiro, which was set in 1998. Here's Penicheiro on the moment Clark made history.
All of this was accomplished by Clark in just 28 games, which speaks highly of her playmaking abilities. Penicheiro thanked the record breaker, saying, "This record is in great hands." The next generation is receiving the baton from the legendary playwright.
It is in great hands, and continue to do what you do. Continue to elevate your game and the women's game and the WNBA. Congratulations, super proud of you. A lot of people always talked about your shooting. I was always mesmerized about your passing, your court vision, and how you make your teammates better.
The problem is that Clark isn't just doing that. She's changing the rules of the game. Because of her talent, court vision, and capacity to inspire her teammates, the WNBA is about to embark on a new chapter. It's evident when one considers Clark's journey thus far that this is just the beginning. It's clear that she has the ability to grow, change, and overcome hardship. She has proven her supremacy in women's basketball at the highest level of competition. Though Caitlin Clark's record-breaking performance garnered much of the attention, another Indiana Fever player had a remarkable evening. Throughout the season, Lexie Hull maintained a quiet profile, but she astonished everyone with a game that would ultimately define her career. Let's stand back and look at Hull's season that came before this one. This Stanford second-year player had spent some time struggling in the WNBA. Throughout the season, she had only made 3 three-pointers in a game and had only scored 10 or more points twice. It is reasonable to say that there were little expectations going into Hull's game versus the Seattle Storm. But occasionally, basketball manages to take us by surprise. Hull also caught us off guard. She didn't just perform well, she did exceptionally well. Amazingly, Hull finished the game with a career-high 22 points on 8 of 10 field goals. Her three-point shooting, though, was the real game changer. Hull had an accuracy percentage of 6 for 7 from long range that would have any NBA player green with envy. What really distinguishes Hull's performance is the timing. She didn't score 12 game-changing points until the fourth quarter. These weren't your typical scores. Rather, they were game-winning buckets that placed the Fever ahead. One particular sequence stands out in particular. Hull sank 2 3-pointers in the final seconds of the contest. These bullets not only improved the score, but they also launched a 15-2 run that the Storm was unable to stop. That was a crucial, game-changing performance that may have changed the course of a player's career. Hull wasn't abrupt in his breakthrough performance. After being benched early in the season, he made this statement in the face of adversity. It is this kind of resilience, the ability to step up and perform when called upon, that separates mediocre WNBA players from exceptional ones. Throughout the entire game, Hull and Clark's complementary qualities were evident. In actuality, Clark broke the rookie assist record that he had set for Hull. This link is indicative of the Fever's growing camaraderie as a group, which is encouraging for their prospects of success in the future. Hull's effort was highly praised by Clark, who expressed that she never hesitates to support her teammates. She declared boldly after the game, "This is now a Lexie Hull fan account." This kind of unity and mutual support may take a team from good to great. Hull shot brilliantly, and that went a long way toward helping the Fever dominate from outside the arc. Indiana outshot Seattle's 7 of 20 attempts from beyond the arc, with a team total of 15 of 31. With her colleagues, Hull's contagious accuracy created a perfect storm of offensive firepower. Not just for Hull, but for the entire Fever team as well, it was a statement victory. With this victory, they have now tied their season-long win total. This is a clear indication of how far they've come in just a year. Taking Hull's performance and the season in mind, we can't help but be excited about what lies ahead for the Fever. The ability of each team member to step up when the chips are down is just as important to the group's success as any individual's performance. The Indiana Fever did not win as a team against the Seattle Storm. Through this cooperative project, they showed off their growing skills and team spirit, though all the attention was focused on Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull. Another significant player made a big statement. A risk of Fever scoring Kelsey Mitchell played a great game as well. Her 27 points were the highest of any teammate, and she had an incredible 5 for 8 effort from beyond the arc. Mitchell's ability to make her own shots and score important points kept the Storm's defense under constant attack throughout the whole game. A characteristic of the Fever's recent success is their impartial stance. They no longer rely on a few important players. However, they are becoming a much more formidable opponent as they are receiving contributions from all over the field. It's evident in how well the Fever now gel as a unit. They haven't stopped since the Olympic break from giving excellent performances. Players are passing the ball to one another. The defense is rotating more precisely, and trust is seen on the court. Results using this compound have been obtained. With their win over the Storm, the Fever have now tied their season-long win total. They have succeeded with 12 games remaining in the regular season. It demonstrates the progress and amount of work this team has made. But the most impressive aspect of the Fever's performance against the Storm was their dominance in the fourth quarter. Indiana outscored Seattle 33-17 in the last quarter with 33 points.
She was definitely a better passer than me. She has way more flair to her. She had way more flair to her game in the way she passed the ball.
Well, I've got to bring Lexie in on this because the two of you have something special brewing. How did you get that three-point groove going, Lexie?
This ability to finish transactions is what sets good teams apart from exceptional ones. Instead of barely winning, the Fever took control of the match and made it official. It provides a solid basis for future accomplishments and increases confidence. The Fever's spectacular three-point shooting was a big part of their fourth quarter comeback. As a team, Indiana made more three-pointers, 15-31, as opposed to 7-20 for Seattle. Long-range shooting and defense-piercing abilities open up space for the rest of the offense, giving players like Clark additional chances to drive the lane and find teammates. The improved performance of the Fever goes beyond their offensive prowess. They have advanced much in their defense as well. They are continually challenging shots, coordinating their moves more effectively, and communicating information more efficiently. Their two-way improvement has helped them maintain winning streaks in the face of fierce competition. The Fever are continuing to pick up steam and want to move up the ranks. Thanks to this win, they are now 13-15 and in the thick of the playoff chase. Every game following this one will be crucial if they hope to qualify for the playoffs. The Fever have a great opportunity to continue winning in the future. Their next opponent is the Minnesota Lynx, who are also vying for a postseason berth. Indiana will be able to increase their win total and demonstrate their competitiveness with a direct competitor. When the Fever plays the Lynx, their recently found camaraderie and confidence will be put to the test. After overcoming the Storm in a crucial match, do they have what it takes to win the title again? What would happen if Clark continued to smash records? Is Hull capable of building on her stellar performance?